Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. I got a big smile on my face probably because this video we're talking about catching deers, and just like the title probably says, with 22-250 Remington. And when it comes to catching deers, 22-250 might not be the first one you pick, but hey, check it out. This is my CVA Cascade chambered in 22-250 Remington. If you're not familiar with that cartridge, it is a booking round. The rounds that we use for this hunt are going 3,800 feet per second. They are so fast that they burn through AR-500 steel. Lots of energy, lots of speed, and it definitely has enough to take a deer, as we'll see in this video. Of course, there's lots of things to take into consideration. How far are you hunting and all that. But super excited about this video. We're going to get right to it. It was about to get cold. I told my boy tomorrow it's going to be 0 degrees. Let's go see if we can find you a deer. And we did just that with my CVA Cascade here. And, hey, got the shusher can on the end of there. This is my Silencer Central Banish 30 Gold. I'm going to show you the boo lights we used because I already posted a picture all over the internet and everybody's curious. What boo light did you use in 22-250? So we're going to save that for later in the video. But let's get right into the footage. Me and my boy out here in Tennessee chasing deers with my 22-250 CVA Cascade. Check it out. We're up in the stand. It's about 6:30. We're starting to get some light. And we're just going to sit here and wait and hope the big boys come out for us this morning. But we're going to sit tight, keep quiet, keep our eyes peeled out here. Alright, so like I said, we got out there at like before 6:30. First light. Sat there and said, hey, we're going to sit here for the video. Then the trail camera's been showing the deer, if they're coming in, they'll be in there between 6:30 and 7, chances are. But we sat there, and my wife said we needed to leave by 7:45 because we had some errands to go do before Christmas and all that. So guess what? Like 7:44, about 80 yards straight away, I saw the feet of a deer in some brush. I couldn't see the face. Did it have antlers? I didn't know. We sit there and watched it for 5 minutes. Then finally I was like, man, we got to go. We're fixing to get in trouble. Hand me that call. So this is the call that I have sitting in my stand. This is an extinguisher call. This is not some kind of paid ad. I don't even know these people. My son actually got this for his birthday or Christmas last year. I keep it in the stand. I'm not one that's a huge fan of calls. I've never sat here and blah, blah, and had a big buck come in like they do on TV. It's just never happened for me. But I keep it up there if I need to get somebody's attention or something. I said, we got to leave anyways. What's the worst to do? Scared away, and we got to leave. So I hit him with just like a little literally that. And guess what? Here comes the deer. So I said, get him in your scope. We're fixing to blast him. Here's the footage of that. But yeah, first time I ever called at a deer that actually came to us. Okay, get in the scope. If you can get it in the scope, it's on safety. If you can get it in the scope, smoke it. Alright, so he blasted it. That was quick, wasn't it? I'm going to slow down that footage here, but my goofy self, I get so jacked up and excited every time I see a deer. It's like it was the first time. So my goofy self, I'm supposed to be the cameraman and the guide. I didn't hit record until like the exact moment that he squeezed that trigger off. But let me slow that footage down. When he hit that deer, that sucker jumped 8-10 feet high. I'm going to slow it down so we can see it a little bit better. But my goofy self, I was watching it in the camera, but I didn't hit record until like the instant that he smoked it. But let me slow that down here so we can see a little bit better. Yeah, it's still running. Alright, I didn't have the camera on record, I don't think, but he just smoked it with the 22-250. We're gonna go grab it quick. Good shot, buddy. Look, it didn't even go 15 yards. And 22-250 got him. Good shot, buddy. That was actually like the last minute we had. We were about to climb down because Mama's got us running some errands today, but we came out to hunt just 2 hours this morning. And I told him with the 22-250, we're in here in the woods, our farthest, you know, deer would be 50 yards or so. This deer was at about 30 yards. And beforehand, we were preparing. I said, we got the 22-250. Go ahead and get him in the neck. And I showed him the white patch on the front and how to hit them if they're looking from the side. I said, 22-250, we're going for the neck. But where'd you get him?
The heart.
He did a heart placement right there. So 22-250, it's a screamer. I think these Remingtons we're flinging are around 3,800 feet per second, if I'm not mistaken. But 22-250, even in the heart, it only went like 15 yards. But good shooting, my man. That's my CVA Cascade. Love this thing. And got my Banish 30 gold suppressor on there. No ear pro. That thing was quiet. Man. I was starting to think that this 22-250 was jinxed, but we got a deer with it, didn't we? Boom. My man. I'm excited. Yeah, you did good. You did good. Smoked him. All right, I'm in the pickup truck. Got that deer in the back. We're taking this one down to Searcy's over here in Baxter near Cookville. And we're gonna donate this deer. Tennessee, the state of Tennessee has a donation program. I think they call it Hunters for the Hungry, where you can donate deer if you want to. There's a bunch of butchers that participate in it. But we'll take this down here to Searcy's and drop it off for the donation.
Your destination is on the left.
There we go. Here's where we bring our deer to the butcher down here at Searcy's. You come down to Searcy's, tell them old WHOTEEWHO said hey. Alright, so he smoked that deer. It's like 30 yards. Heart, ended up getting heart and lungs. But now the question that everybody's asking me, what bullet did you get that deer with? Everybody's been asking me. Some of y'all know because some of y'all already told you. If you message me, Instagram, Facebook, hey, I hit everybody back every day, all the time. But y'all know I'm a huge Remington fan. I got it on my shirt. I got it on my hat. But which loading did I get it with? So Remington loads several different 22-250 loads. They've got 3 or 4 different loadings, I believe, in the UMC, which is more of a target load. Then they've got their high performance rifle, which is a soft point that's a 55 grain. That's the heaviest 22-250 in a hunting style bullet, I believe they load. 55 grain high performance rifle. It's a soft point, kind of like a core lock. And then they load these babies right here. I'm going to show you this first. This is what we took that deer with. This is a 50 grain Premier accutip-v. I'll show you the box here now. This is a 50 grain Premier accutip-v. Out of my CVA, very, very accurate. Able to get super tight precision groups, just about the same hole with this stuff. And this stuff is going 3,800 feet per second. But what I told him was, we went over pictures and everything. Before we get out in the woods, I show him exactly where he needs to aim. And with this fast stuff, whether it's 223, 22-250, or something like a 204 Ruger, or what else is fast? 220 Swift. In Tennessee, where we do most of our hunting, we are allowed to deer hunt with anything as long as it's center fire. So no rim fire, but center fires like those fast ones are plenty good and legal in the state of Tennessee. But for those fast ones, I always recommend to people central nervous system hits, CNS hits, or brain, neck, spine hits. I will never ever recommend anybody go for a spine hit. It's just too risky. Most people don't practice enough and can't tell you exactly where that bullet's going to hit. I practice like a wild man and do my absolute best to have laser precision. If we're hunting, I can tell you, when I squeeze that off, I can tell you exactly where I'm going to hit. That's wherein also comes in, you got to be good at judging ranges, have a good rangefinder. I need to get a new rangefinder myself. But in the heat of things, he forgot that I had told him to do that and showed him the pictures and all that. And he went for the heart shot, which is what I've trained him to do, in the past couple of years. When he's got more deer than I have past couple of years, just because I just soon happy to let him get the deer. You know what I mean? He loves it. I like being the cameraman. But even in the heart and the lungs, with this stuff, when I open that thing up, heart and the lungs just gone. It did not pass through, and I wouldn't have expected it to with this stuff. This is more super fast type of a load. They even show it on the picture there. It's real fast and then goes into bits. Tennessee deer, any deer, I would take a central nervous shot. Now again, I would not be taking this stuff if we were hunting deer at 300 or 400 yards. But in the woods, inside 100 yards, at 3,800 feet per second, all day long, I would deer hunt with this stuff. Now, like I said, Remington does load a 55 grain in their high performance rifle. Kids are having fun today. That's high performance rifle is more of a deer cartridge than this is. This is obviously, it's the accutip-v. V is for varmint. But hey, 22-250 versus deer. I've been trying to film that for a long time. Hey, got us a deer. And this one, we took it to the donator. We got tons of meat in the freezer already this year. Took it to the donation place. Somebody's going to get that deer. But hey, CVA Cascade, absolutely one of my favorites. When people say if you can only pick one, this is the one that I say I would pick. This is my favorite, CVA Cascade in 22-250. I probably have 30 videos on this rig, even out to 1,000 yards with this thing. Yes, with 22-250, 55 grainers at 1,000 yards. But if you want to know more about this rig, type in WHOTEEWHO CVA Cascade or WHOTEEWHO 22-250 and Banish 30 Gold. I run that on everything that's 30 caliber and below. Makes it super quiet. But hey, appreciate y'all tuning in. Put down in the comments down below, what do you think about 22-250? Hey, like I said, for deer at reasonable ranges, I absolutely love 22-250. It's flat, it's fast, and it will drop a deer real quick. I don't know if I said it in the footage there, but that deer did not go more than 15 yards. And it did a good job. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, let me know what you think about 22-250. Appreciate y'all. I'm probably going to be hunting more with that. Like I said, it's my favorite. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you on the next one. Appreciate y'all. Woo-hoo!